A man from Colorado Springs facing espionage charges. Prosecutors say he tried to sell classified government documents to Russia, but was actually doing business with an undercover FBI agent. Agents searched the home of Jareh Dahlke in the Springs yesterday. That was following his arrest. The 30-year-old had been picked up in downtown Denver, where investigators say he thought he was going to meet up with a Russian agent. Our Alan Janae looking into the suspect and the crime. Alan, what did you find?
Well, this tangled story of Jareh Dahlke is one in which he reportedly told an FBI agent in an email that he recently discovered his heritage tied back to that foreign country, which we believe is Russia. He reportedly wanted money for all or parts of 4 documents the NSA says it can show that he printed. And in this total effort that he was engaged in, apparently, he had top security clearance at the NSA when he worked there this summer and bragged that he could get documents of a very high level. An American flag is still flying in front of the home in Colorado Springs. The man who lives here and rides a motorcycle, now accused of espionage.
Yeah, he seemed like a normal guy. He'd ride his bike all throughout the neighborhood. He'd wave at us. He'd wave at us.
Nobody had a clue what he was doing.
The FBI, though, swarmed the home Wednesday. Heavily armed agents on their street as people wondered what it was about.
I almost ran into the house. I hid behind my car.
Dahlke was not there, instead taken into custody by Union Station in Denver. The criminal complaint says Dahlke reached out to what turned out to be an FBI agent in an email saying he had questioned our role in damage to the world in the past and by mixture of curiosity for secrets and a desire to cause change. He claimed he had legitimate access and willingness to share, and what he had was a small sample of what is possible. But he worked for the NSA for less than a month, saying he had an ill family member. He had mounds of debt, reportedly telling the FBI agent via email that he owed $237,000. But laws designed to stop people from sharing documents with foreign governments are very stiff, says legal expert Karen Steinhauser.
And so it is absolutely considered one of the most serious United States crimes.
A potential penalty of death, although that has rarely happened in history. Dahlke reportedly worried in emails that if his country caught up with him, it would be trying to stifle a patriot. And he also reportedly bragged in other ways on a resume claiming he was a lieutenant with the Digital Crimes Unit of the Colorado Reserve, where he volunteered as a police officer. There is no such thing as the Digital Crimes Unit. In Denver, I'm Alan Janae, covering Colorado First.
All right, Alan.